Blog Talk Radio.
Here at ACO Radio, American Communications Online, or any affiliated stations or websites are not responsible for what guest hosts or call-ins may say. All programming is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only.
Hello, world. This is Teresa J. Morris, also known as TJ Morris ET Spirit Guide. Welcome aboard, all you ground troops spinning around smartly on the planet. We're going to do, for our ACO Club today, we hope you're members. You can go to patreon.com/Teresa J. Morris. I've been here, this is my 10th year with Blog Talk Radio, and I've really never owned the fact that I should use this to get to know more people to help them in these times. But you know what? In 2021, the way things are changing in America and around the world, I think we all need to know a little better who each other is, rather than just all these groups in social media that are paying for advertisers to pay them for our money and our time that we're putting on all these social media groups. So, with that said, I thought, why can't we do something to get to know each other and grow a spiritual science, social media, psychic, metaphysical channel, and do that in a way that sometimes we can meet and have weekly talks, support groups, put people in different little teams. And I want your I guess, Facebook input, because most people have that. I hate to say it, but it's free. But, we should build a psychic network for all of us. And I did that once before we had the internet over in Hawaii. I had the first psychic network. Now, one of our friends in California told me to add the word channel, so we made it Psychic Channel Network because of the old one that was really, really out there, made a lot of money for people like Dionne Warwick and her friends. But that they had to add the word friend, so that's not us. But the word's the word. It's generic psychic for those reading the soul. So welcome. I hope you guys are happy, well-centered, but you know what? Everybody likes a little help and a little feedback, and that's what psychics do. Plus, we tune in, and I use tarot cards, as most of y'all know. I can do just readings, but we're just hearing voices, so these are called cold calls or cold readings in the business. Now, we're doing this for educational entertainment purposes only, and you will have to help us a little bit by letting us hear your voice for a minute. We'll ask you your name and where you're calling in from so we can hear you. And then on many readings, everybody does them a little different, but because we've only got so much time and we've got so many people that call in. But if you will, try to learn who I am. And, for 10 years, I don't have very many likes out there. And you know why? I don't ask for them. So I've got a Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr button on this thing they want me to use. So please like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. And then I'm supposed to get you to notice what we're building in the YouTube community as Psychic Channel Network. So for all that being said, what I've done on LinkedIn, that's more for professionals and those looking for positions, but it's still another social media group free you can join. So we are on Facebook and LinkedIn, Teresa J. Morris. You can reach me at book.com/Teresa Morris with an H. Now, I've got a company that I'm building, American Communications Online. We're bona fide, and we're going to communicate. Now, cyberspace culture has a lot of people in it, and we want to share how we can help others build who they are and what they're doing. So if you will, let us know who you are and how we can help you. And we hope you're all entrepreneurs or out there in food, clothing, shelter land, okay? And we just want to help build support groups. So here we go. Oh, I forgot. I invited Richard T. Knight. I hope he's on here. Goodness, we got so many people here, but we're going to do it a little faster today. But I've got my cards ready. And let me find him on the board. folks, and we will get to you, and you will be a part of our live show and hopefully be a part of our association and know where to go look up so you can hear the show on Blog Talk Radio, go back and listen. And, I've got people 6-8 years ago that come back and listen, and they'll send me an email to TJMarceAgency@gmail telling me how great and how much they like me and all that. So I really appreciate that feedback. But I think this one is Richard. Now, Richard met me on LinkedIn, and I put a call to the universe for help, and he's actually agreed to step up into leadership position with me for American Communications Online, and inside that holding company, we have the ACO Club Psychic Channel Network, which on this day, Thursdays, we've moved from the late nights, 8 to 10. In 2021, we have decided to move down to 4 to 6, so we can work on many different time zones. So, Richard T. Knight, if you're out there, can you hear me? You ready?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay, Richard.
Greetings.
Yes,
and I would also remind you that we have another guest who's also going to be doing readings along with us, so we can kind of triangulate on you if you like that kind of aspect or not. Kind of put you in the zone, so we can zero in on you from many different aspects and many different perspectives. And her name, of course, is Marci, and she was on last night with us. Oh goodness, my mind just went blank. See, that's the problem when you start getting in the zone. Sometimes your mind just goes all over the place. But anyway, we had a very interesting discussion on metaphysics and all kinds of other water and sound vibrations and all that, because she is a tone healer, basically speaking. So anyway, she's here along with us too. Perhaps you can find her on the board. I'm not sure if she's called in just yet, but anyway.
You didn't introduce yourself, darling. I asked you to introduce yourself so people know.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
That's
sorry.
Okay.
Well, I have been born intuitive with 14 senses, okay? So I've been at this game for 65 years, all right? Okay. I have done psychic fairs. I have done psychic readings over the phone. I have done in-person readings at various fairs, walking community groups, cafes, in bars even. And this is the interesting thing. When you do readings in the bars and people buy you drinks, the drinks don't affect you. And then, of course, once you stop, when you've actually stopped the readings, that's when the alcohol kind of seeps in and you're going, oh, okay, this is nice. Because it's a very, very mellow, it's like the intuitive part of yourself mellows the effects of the alcohol. So it's kind of like a very, very light buzz. But I've done that before, and that was interesting. And I've done charity work, and I've done, all kinds of different things. I've done them over the net. I've done them through Zoom. I've done them through FaceChat. I've done them through sittings in person. And, of course, my style of readings basically takes after those that had been given previously by Sylvia Brown, where she basically just tunes into you, and ba-boom. Once she looks, she sees it all, kind of, sort of. And that's the style that I use, although I did start out originally at 12 with tarot cards, so I've been reading tarot cards for a great many years, but usually for family and friends. And like Teresa, I have not really made a living out of it, because I had a good friend of mine that actually made an agreement with Spirit that she would do readings for approximately 6 months, and during that time she would make as much money as proved to be profitable for her, so that she could get on her feet and, a good family status and all that kind of thing. And, of course, at the end of 6 months, so you have a wide gamut and array of all kinds of different readers, and I can do all of them. But I choose basically psychic impressions. So, in other words, when you're speaking to us, I am getting and zoning into your energy. So that's where your basic understanding of where I'm coming from. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm from.
Let's get started then, folks. I guess you've got an understanding. I used to do readings at 3 bookstores over in Hawaii. That's the only 3 metaphysical bookstores we had, and I got paid very handsomely. And I was a psychic for Michael Jackson when he came over to Hawaii. If all of y'all want to know that we are professionals. But being professional means you've gotten paid $1, and yes, of course, we all have. So, but what you charge for is your time, people. We don't charge for what God gives us to help reflect back to you what you may need in your life. So we really appreciate you trusting the universe and yourself, and being on a live talk show. People may figure out who you are, so please be aware of this. We don't get rid of these shows. I've been archiving them all these years, so they're out there somewhere in cyberspace culture. blogtalkradio.com /TJ Mars ET Radio. All right, well, that's about 10 minutes worth. Let's get started here. Area code 205-675. Hi, where are you calling from, and what's your name, and how can we assist you with the divine cosmos? How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for taking my call. My name is Patricia, and I'm calling from Alabama. And my question, may I ask for a general, or do I need to be specific?
I'm having trouble hearing you. Can you unmute? Or take us off of.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Much clearer.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. I started off by saying hello to everyone and thanking you all for taking my call. And I'm calling from Alabama. My name is Patricia. And may I ask for a general read, or do I need to be more specific?
No, ma'am, that's fine. Let me. I'll do the cards first, and then ask Richard to see what you're going since general. But he can perceive and use his tools, and I'll use mine. But yeah, no, we're doing this so we can build a group. Patricia, what do you do for a living, by the way? Are you a practitioner?
I'm not. Medical is what I do for a living here. Right now, I am not working just due to a number of things that happened last year. Of course, the COVID happened. We know that. We all know that collectively. And then I had a little family situation that occurred with my daughter losing custody of her children, my grandchildren, 3 and 6. So that happened last year, and I now have custody of the children until she could get herself back together. I was actually in nursing school. I was actually working and was hoping this year I could resubmit to the program, and I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to do that once we go to court, if she hasn't done what she needed to do to regain custody of the children.
Okay.
So
we have to really go through here. We have so many people today, Miss Patricia. But what I'm looking
I'm sorry.
at. No, ma'am, that's fine. I just asked you what you did, so that's fine. But
I know. Oh my God.
They gave the psychics tonight plenty of help to know you. Easier to read, the more energy you get. We read energy. Okay,
Yes.
well, brother Mike to you. Here we go. Okay, so I do a certain way, folks. 3, 3, and 3. Most of y'all know, and I may go on over into the future, but we're all here in the now, and we're all helping each other spiritually, and God bless everybody, because we believe in the monad and the deity of absolute, and we're all from the same place. So, of course, we're all connected. Doesn't matter who we are, where we are, or what we're doing. Now, you have had some beautiful lives, Miss Patricia. You were beautiful in the past lives that I'm looking at. You had a beautiful, over in Europe, you were very well, I guess so you could say like a princess. You married a very well-endowed man financially, from what I can see, with the way the cards are lined up for your past and the numbers, because I do numerology while I do my readings. And you had completion of that. You had plenty of money. You had plenty of wisdom, okay, just letting you know. You had no problems, because these cards are 9s, completion in your past life. In other words, you didn't have to come back here, it looks like, from the last 2 lives you've had. Now, going on, remember, I connect myself to my higher source, course, my help, my guides, your guides. So we speak to each other. Now, in this reality that you're in now, it shows me that you are giving a lot of sacrifice in the now. You are guided by people that are your guides. They're watching over you. They know your family. They see that you've already done. You're back here serving and sacrifice to others. But you have agreed to help with oppression, which that card came up last week. Could be due to COVID-19, why we're seeing that. We used, 76 cards. So it's like this is coming up for you. Now, that's just what you are doing now. Now, in the future,